Albania is one of the most underrated and most beautiful countries in the whole of Europe. I just love going back to this place. So here are my top 10 spots in Albania that you should definitely not miss. And if you haven't checked my Albania video, please do, the link is up there. You will really need this to prepare for your trip to Albania. So let's start with number 10. The very first spot on my top 10 places to see in Albania list is Gjirokaster. This old city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It has some beautiful stone houses that are very well preserved, including the cobbled streets that come throughout the old city. There's a fort on top, which is also called the Silver Fort, as well as a great resort called Korsula Resort, where you can see the entire Drino Valley from both these points. There's an old bazaar you can have fun in, and the place has great options when it comes to food. Gjirokaster is the perfect example of a beautiful Albanian city that has the culture, nature, views, UNESCO World Heritage Site status, as well as tons of options to do and see. Number 2 on the list is my favorite beach and spot in the entire Albanian Riviera, Puerto Palermo. The thing that makes Puerto Palermo and its castle so beautiful and unique is the nature around it. There's tons of it around. There's beautiful mountains, and there are Mediterranean villages really close by, which add to the beauty of the entire place. The water is absolutely clean, clear, and beautiful. There's a castle located on the little island. It's actually a Venetian triangular castle, which is quite unique and beautiful at the same time. Puerto Palermo is located in the Himare district, and it is an absolutely beautiful beach, although it's quite a small one. Number 3 on the list is Gjipe beach and its canyon. It is a really small beach which is quite tucked in, and it's quite well hidden. The only way to get there is basically to drive by car and then get off and come down on foot. The road is really difficult. Even if you're going down, but the views from there are absolutely stunning. The beach is also quite nice with beautiful cliffs around, and there's a beautiful canyon if you want to go by foot and explore it a bit more. But the backdrop of majestic mountains and then the beautiful sea and its beach, that totally make it an amazing spot to be in. Next spot on the list is Berat. This one is also one of my favorites, and I remember it because of its delicious food, the cobbled streets of its old town, which is very Ottoman and also has stone houses and streets. But the most important thing about Berat is its skyline. It's called a city of thousand windows because if you stand at the river, it seems like there are endless windows in white houses, which is quite unique and really stunning. While in Berat, also don't forget to head to the Berat Castle, which is really beautiful and also offers great panoramic views. Dhermi is next on my list of top 10 places to see in Albania. It is a beautiful village perched on top of beautiful mountains with great beach located right nearby. The town is a typical Mediterranean town, and it looks really beautiful in each direction, and it is the same for the beach. It is very popular with younger generation, especially if you like partying. This is one of the best spots for you to come and enjoy during high season. If you're interested in a more secluded experience, I would recommend coming here off season so you can enjoy the beauty of this massive long stretch of beach. Tirana is the capital of Albania, and if you're landing in Albania, it is also the place which has the only international airport in the entire country. Now, the city is quite haphazard and quite busy, but it is also famous for its partying, its 24-hour clubs. But more important than that, it is really important because of the history of Albania. It has a lot of history from its communist past, including the house of the dictator Enver Hoxha, and there's a park where you can see tons of the communist era statues. I mean, it's not a very scenic spot, but when it comes to the history of Albania, it is a really important place, and you should definitely not skip Tirana when heading to Albania. Some of the biggest nuclear bunkers, and some of them are open to public for viewing, so you should definitely visit those, and also the Dashti mountain, which is really nearby, and you can go up by cable car for a stunning view of the entire city. Ksamil. I just can't get over how beautiful this place is. Ksamil and its islands are just absolutely amazing, and I think one of the most underrated beach destinations in the entire Europe. During the off season, it is a beautiful little village that has tons of options, beautiful beaches, great food, and most of all, those stunning islands. If you stand on one of these islands, you can actually look into the houses of Corfu. It is that close to it. Ksamil also has Butrint National Park right next to it, which is a great place if you like nature and exploration, especially if you are into the old Italian architecture like the Venetian castles. There are quite a few in there, and it is also a great place if you want to party, but do come during the high season for that, because during the off season, it is quite peaceful and serene and perfect for beach and nature lovers. The most beautiful spot in Albania, according to me, is obviously Blue Eye. I really love this place. It is a freshwater spring, and no one actually knows the entire depth of the place. The reason I really love this place is not because of just the water, but also the surroundings. It is really peaceful, it is really calm, it's really serene, and it's quite a secluded spot, especially if you go in the mornings or in the afternoon, which I think is the best time to go there. There are very few people. You can hear the beautiful water rushing through, and you can see this crystal clear Blue Eye oozing tons of this beautiful water in the backdrop of these stunning mountains. I just don't have the words to explain the beauty of this place. It is beyond explaining. I would definitely recommend you do not skip Blue Eye or Siri kalter if you're visiting Gjirokaster or Ksamil or Sarande. It is a very easy trip, and you can definitely do it in half a day, although I would recommend spending a full day just exploring the beauty of this place. The next point is Himare. Himare is really beautiful, and it's quite different from the rest of the Albanian Riviera because it's quite bilingual, and it has quite a lot of Greek population, which also comes with great Greek food. The city is not as beautiful as Dhermi, but it's still quite nice, and the beach is really nice. Himare also has amazing sunset, and it is a great spot to spend an evening. I would definitely recommend not skipping a sunset in Himare, especially when you are at the beach. The last but least in no way on my top 10 places to see in Albania is Shkoder, or Shkodra as it is called locally. So Shkoder used to be the old capital of Albania before the World War I, and it is the second biggest city, and it is located in the north of the country. It also has Lake Shkoder, which half of the lake is actually in Montenegro and half of it is in Albania, and it's very close to the city, and it is an amazing spot if you want to enjoy nature and cute little beaches. The city of Shkoder is also quite an interesting place. It has been given a recent uplift and the streets are neatly lined with tons of flowers. It's a very, very Balkan feeling. And the most important thing when it comes to Shkoder is Rozafa Castle. The view from Rozafa Castle is absolutely stunning. You can see the point where Kiri and Drin rivers meet, and then the Drin river meets Buna river. The waters are different color and it's just a spectacular view all around. This place is seriously amazing. Albania is really underrated, beautiful and magnificent, and I really hope you enjoyed my list of top 10 places to see in Albania. Do let me know in comments if you think there's any place that's missing from this list, and I would definitely love to explore a bit more. If you haven't already, do subscribe, like, and comment. I always love some feedback. This is how you do it.